Another big story that we're following tonight, more demonstrations are taking place throughout the region focused on defunding police departments. WJC is live with extensive team coverage. We begin with Avajoy Burnett with one group of protesters right now. Avajoy.
Hey Vic, so there are a few hundred people down here and they have a few messages. The first thing that I wanted to show you guys is the memory walk that they have of many of the people who passed away. So of course there is George Floyd, he's one of the names, Ahmaud Arbery. This one right here is Breonna Taylor, and then we have Freddie Gray. The group here not only want to remember the folks who have died in police custody or by gun violence, but they also are calling to defund the police department here. So here are the numbers that we wanted to let you guys know about. For the 2021 proposed budget, their budget is about $509 million for the police department. That's about 44% more than what's proposed for the school system. So many of these organizers out here, they want to be able to reallocate some of those funds in order to go to other resources such as schools. And one of these people who will be talking to us about this is Raleigh Hayes. You are with Organizing Black, and we're just giving them some of the statistics about the expenditures here in the city. Tell us a little bit about what you guys want to see happen with the budget here in Baltimore City.
So what we want to see is the footprint of police and the idea of public safety drastically reduced, right? Like the idea that police keep people safe is just historically false, right? Like we've seen police funding increase in the city over the last 10 years by almost 2,000%, but we have not seen crime reduce, we have not seen safety reduce, right? Like what we do know is that there are programs, violence interrupting programs, Baltimore Ceasefire, Safe Streets, that do work, right, that are starved of resources. We know that crime happens because people lack resources, and so there's no reason that the people that should keep us safe should be hogging all the resources if they can't do the one thing we pay them to do, right? So we fully demand 50% of their budget be reallocated to community services, as community support, the kind of social safety nets that we expect our government to actually provide for us. We also understand that the consent decree, might mandate some funding, and we're willing to talk, with city leaders to work out what exactly that looks like. We also know that to get to abolition and really community control of resources and community control of safety requires us to change the structural issues in Baltimore. We know that Baltimore is not considered a state agency. I mean, it's considered a state agency when it's funded by city dollars, right? There should be no reason that the city has no say over how this police department is run. And there are people who don't live in the city, far away, who never come into the city, who have a racist view of the city, or just ultimately can decide and write the legislation that covers the Baltimore's police department. So we also need local control.
Really, thank you so much for talking to us. So you hear it from one of the organizers here. They're calling to defund the police department by 50%. And right now, over here in City Hall, that's the vote that we are expecting, or that's what they're supposed to start discussing any minute now. Of course, we will stay here live at City Hall and continue to update you on what's going on. Back to you guys.